Hello, everybody. Back with some notes on the second part of this week's readings, which is chapter 11. This chapter is all about choosing a topic for the research argument that we'll be working on for major writing assignment number 3. There's kind of a four-step plan here, which we've been kind of roughly following. We should have all done step 1 by now, brainstorming topic ideas. We did that way back when we first started working on major writing assignment number 2. So you should have brainstormed a topic idea. You should have, at least by this point, a good handle on what kind of topic you're working, what you want to write about. Even if you're not sure exactly how you want to approach it, or you haven't gotten as far as the research question part of this list that we'll get to in a little bit, we should all have at least a good idea about what our topics are. We've also done step 2. This is kind of what major writing assignment number 2 was all about, just kind of exploring the topic ideas through preliminary research. We've started looking to see what kind of sources are available. We've started looking for different types of sources, popular sources, scholarly sources, those kinds of things. We've talked about how to vet those sources or evaluate them using the CRAP evaluation method and lateral reading and things like that. So we should all also kind of be more or less well into step 2, I think, as well. What you'll see in the middle of this chapter is a breakdown of one student. This student writer, Jasmine Huerta. You'll see the breakdown of her topic, and I'll let you guys read this on your own time. But just I definitely recommend taking a look at this, because I think that this breakdown, these steps that she's gone through here, are very similar to what a lot of us are doing through major writing assignment number 2 and on into the future. She started with this general idea, hey, I want to write about diabetes. And she sort of writes about like why she's fascinated with that topic, what kind of brought her to it, why she chose it, and those kind of things. And what you'll see as you go through this breakdown of her research process and her thinking process are the kinds of questions that you should be asking yourself as you think about how you might kind of tailor or fine tune or refine your topics from major writing assignment number 2 into the research argument that we're going to be doing for major writing assignment number 3 down the road. So, as I said, I'll let y'all read this part of it for yourselves, but I do recommend that you follow this pattern and ask those same questions of yourselves that you see here as this walks you through her process. Step 3 is kind of where most of us are starting to get, I think. Committing to a single topic or a single way into or a single angle on or a single research question on our individual topics. So how will we move from the very general to something a little bit more specific and something that we could handle in an assignment, the scope of major writing assignment number 3? This is where I will be emphasizing for the feedback that I give you on major writing assignment number 2. So when I'm able to grade those, and I was going to do that this morning, but as y'all know, the internet was out more or less all day. So I'm a little bit behind on those, but I will be grading and responding to those at some point this week. This is what I'll be specifically commenting on. So take a look at my feedback for major writing assignment number 2, and then use that as we start thinking about how we might craft that into something more viable going forward for major writing assignment number 3. And then ultimately, what I'm going to want y'all to do is to form a research question. Now, a lot of you started with topics that you gleaned from the list in SIRS, and the sort of natural starting point for those, as y'all just hear my dog jump up on the couch with me. Hey, Georgia, you want to say hey? No, you shy? Okay. Uh, one of the things that will work most diligently on is refining that research question. If you started in SIRS, a very natural place to start would be with the research question that they give y'all in the breakdown of the topic in the trending topic page. If you want to stick with that question, that's fine. But I think for most purposes, it's usually better to try to find something that's a little bit more refined than what we see there. So, thinking about the way that we might approach our topics, you'll see the way that our model student here went from the very general, she wanted to write about diabetes, what causes diabetes was kind of a natural place to go secondly with that. And then finally she works into something that's a little bit more specific and something that's a little bit more worthy of a project like this one. And you'll see the questions that she's kind of come up with there as the research questions that she's approaching with her topic. So when you get the feedback for major writing assignment number 2, please keep this kind of stuff in mind, and I will try to give you some pointers about what you might do to push that in the right direction going forward.